sit down.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2, Learning Curve.
Two backers away from 600 backers. Yes! Thank you, everyone, so much. I love waking up to seeing new backers in the morning. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all your support. If you've already backed the book, thank you so much. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Great superhero stuff. Get it now. Hello, Val. What is up, Randy? Aperion, hello. Welcome to the show. Jam-packed today. I don't like my camera angle. Hold on. I got to adjust. Eek. There we go. Oh, that's much. No, I don't like that either. Hold on. Eek. Good enough. Let's welcome my co-host with the mostest, Dennis, to the show. Well, hello there, Dennis.
Why, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Tuesday morning, the world of comics.
It is a wonderful Tuesday morning. We're going to be talking about, because it is the Christmas season, one of my favorite Christmas stories in comics and one of Dennis's. So whose will be better? And that's right. Val said it. The next two backers will get a shout out from me live. Link is in the description below and pinned to the top of the chat. Dungeon Master Dennis in the house, Val says. He is a dungeon master.
He's in the house.
And let me tell you, when I go to his house, he does like to chain me up in his dungeon and do dirty things. He's gross that way.
You're such a dork.
I am. You're very welcome, Randy. But we're also going to talk about the Punisher, one of my favorite characters from my childhood. Beautiful Mike Zeck miniseries is what introduced me to the Punisher. Then I went back and read more of his history. We're going to talk about Dennis. I don't know if you know this, but there's going to be this new 13-issue series, and in present day stuff, he's going to be getting a new logo.
I know. I have seen his new logo. Oh, yeah.
So let's... oh, gross.
You know, this is how rumors start, Andy.
It
is.
I
guess I'm just going to call you Alec Baldwin.
Well, to be honest, with how you're treating me in fantasy football, you are kind of raping me. So, just saying.
Well, I will say this. You were lucky none of my guys hardly showed up this week.
I don't quite understand how
it gets me 0 points. Seriously.
I don't like exactly how the best player in the fantasy league takes on the worst player in the playoffs.
Oh, does that hurt your feelings? Because it's like the real NFL, where right now the Packers get a bye and the Cowboys would have to play who? The Redskins?
Oh, shut it. So let's look at this. So Marvel Comics revealed that they will be giving the Punisher a brand new skull symbol in their Punisher series by Jason Aaron with art by Jesus Saez and Paul Azaceta. Now, I like both the artists' work. I like Jason Aaron's writing too. So this new symbol comes after a campaign to reclaim the Punisher's iconic symbol was launched by the character's co-creator, Jerry Conway. Back in June 2020, Conway took to Twitter where he announced, "I'm looking for young comic book artists of color who'd like to participate in a small fundraising project for Black Lives Matter to reclaim the Punisher skull as a symbol of justice rather than lawless police oppression." This goes back to June 2020. It is now December 2021. I'm not going to even... Let's be real. I don't think this new symbol has anything to do with this whole Jerry Conway thing at all. I mean, honestly, that's a little clickbaity, if you ask me. I mean, to me, it is a story-related thing. You know, just to continue reading the article, Conway had previously derided police and military who used the symbol. In an interview with Sci-Fi, he stated, "To me, it's disturbing whenever I see authority figures embracing Punisher iconography because the Punisher represents a failure of the justice system. He's supposed to indict the collapse of social moral authority, and the reality some people can't depend on institutions like the police or the military to act in a just and capable way." What's up, Nicholas Guerrier? Hello to you. Yeah, I think Jerry's feeling a little ignored, exactly. But once again, that goes back all the way to June 2020. So, I mean, we're talking a year and a half ago. I seriously doubt that this new symbol has really anything to do with Jerry's little crybaby tweet there. And Jerry, here's a piece of advice. If you need the cops, and God forbid you do, hopefully you never have to call them. But if you ever find yourself in a position where you need the cops, don't pick up the phone.
I'm just going to say, if you think he's feeling ignored now, they got to realize that the majority of their audience does not feel that way. It's the small minority that they're pandering to. So if you feel ignored by making comments like that, guess what? You'll be more ignored, if that's a real thing.
He says it goes without saying, in a way, it's as offensive as putting a Confederate flag on the government building. Are you effing kidding me? What is
wrong? How is that going without saying? We could have an entire conversation on how this is not going without saying.
It's just like, what is wrong with these people? The Punisher symbol, cops want to put it on there. Just, so dumb. But anyhow, so Marvel Comics has previously addressed this controversy over the Punisher symbol and the Punisher 13, written by Matthew Rosenberg, drawn by Szymon Kudranski and Antonio Fabella and Corey Petiti. In that issue, the Punisher stopped by two police officers who reveal that they are fans of the Punisher and believe in what he's doing. In response, the Punisher rips their symbols from their clothes and then tells them, "I'll say this once. We're not the same. You took an oath to uphold the law. You help people. I gave all that up a long time ago. You don't do what I do. Nobody does." Well, okay. But anyhow, let's get to it. Here's the new symbol. So apparently, in this series, it looks like the Punisher is... Would that be the hand in the red? The ninjas in the red? Isn't that the hand?
Yep. It looks like their latest incarnation of them.
Have a beer on me now. Who will buy Dennis a beer? Oh, look at that. Randy bought me a beer for my campaign. Thank you so much. Dude, that is awesome. And of course, yes, just like Val said, I will shout you out. And I did. Now I'm one backer away from 600 backers and from 39,000 bucks. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you very much, Randy. I really appreciate that. Hello, Inkfinity. Comicsgate should come up with an apolitical alternatives for all these characters. How about the Retributor? New symbol equals trash. New Punisher looks dejected and depressed. Stat 0, hello.
Wouldn't you be dejected and depressed if they took what made everything about you cool and turned it uncool? Seriously.
Well, and that's the bigger issue I have is the Punisher, I guess he's going to be working with the Hand. So he feels that to do that, he's going to ditch the guns, it looks like, pick up the samurai swords, and change his symbol to have a Asian flair to it. And I'm just kind of like, I just don't think the Punisher character-wise would do that.
He wouldn't.
One, when does the Punisher, and not that he hasn't worked with people in the past, but to me, the Punisher is more of a solo go type of guy. And if he's going to go over what the Hand is that Japan?
Yeah. Well, they announced this after Marvel basically said they were going to remove guns. And if you're going to remove guns, you take away the very essence of the Punisher from the book. So they have to. Notice they've given him some ninja swords. It looks like a couple of katanas, maybe wakizashis. You can't see how long they are. And he's got some cool, belt pouches, like Rob Liefeld, cool belt pouches. And, but yeah, swords. Yeah, no, that's not the Punisher. That's not his background. That's not what he would do. Marvel's trying to neuter all of their important characters, and they're doing a good job. They're turning.
Well, that's a good point too. In regards to that's not him, I don't look at the Punisher as what's a good example? Well, as kind of like I guess almost like a John Wick in regards to John Wick. Besides being great with guns, he's also great at fighting. All sorts of hand-to-hand combat stuff. To me, the Punisher is just a big brawler type. He uses the guns. He's punishing. He's like, look, man, this is I'll take you down. I'll give you a beat down. I'll shoot you. I work solo, vigilante. And now he's teaming up with the Hand. That just doesn't seem to make sense. And like I said, I don't think he would be like, oh, yes, let me come over. I mean, I swear to do you think there's a scene in this book where he bows? Where they...
Do you know what? I do not know, because when it comes out, there is one boy who will not be spending his money on this trash.
Well, I'll give it this.
They are losing me at Marvel as quick as can be.
Yeah. So in flashbacks, he does sport his regular symbol. Of course, he sports it on the cover because let's be honest, if they pop that other symbol on the cover, to talk about turning people off, that would do it. Let's see. Stat 0 has a good point. I doubt they care much for the Punisher anyway. As a commercial asset, he's never turned them much of a profit. Is the Punisher going to waste his time with swords when he can't just blow people away? Yeah, it reminds me. Here's a great example. Remember Indiana Jones? Remember the scene where the dude's coming at him? It's on the airfield and he's swinging all swords around and whatnot. And Indiana Jones is just like, whatever. And he pulls his gun and shoots the guy. Why would you deal with swords? Why are you bringing a knife to a gunfight? And the Punisher is now like, you know what? I think I'll bring a knife. Even though it's to a knife fight, it's still not that efficient. Bring your gun, buddy.
Marvel has decreed guns are bad. Only conservatives use guns. And the Punisher and no superhero can be a conservative.
The coloring is dope on this book. Jesus Saez's artwork is fantastic. I've been a fan of his stuff since he was at DC, and I love his work. His art is really nice. I don't know if he's coloring this himself, but he has colored a lot of his own work before. So his work is really nice. But what Dennis is talking about is this. This goes all the way back to April 1st. And this is the first I've ever seen it. Marvel Comics to remove guns from the Punisher and other heroes. Marvel Comics has announced that as of this summer, their heroes will no longer be using guns or firearms. Of course, this will affect characters like the Punisher the most, but other Marvel characters such as Deadpool, Cable, Black Widow will also be losing their guns moving forward in favor of either bladed weapons or hand-to-hand combat. That's it's as bad as when they took away the cigars from the Thing and Wolverine. It's like,
yep.
I read those comics when I was a kid, and I never once thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to go get me a stogie. 13-year-old Andy loved that Wolverine miniseries and loved Fantastic Four. I think I'm going to have to go get me a stogie. Isn't it racist to put a white man in charge of a Japanese organization? He is. He's the, John Malin tweeted yesterday.
Well, we call that cultural appropriation.
Yeah, well, John Malin tweeted yesterday a picture of his new symbol and said his new name is the Appropriator.
Wow. Well, you know what? Maybe one of you Comicsgate guys, since they're doing that to Punisher, maybe you have to do a comic on Kyle Rittenhouse.
So just like we have the tobacco products, we at Marvel Comics are going to be digitally minimizing guns in reprints and digital releases. That means removing them when possible or altering them to look less realistic. It won't be a complete removal, but we have to do our part. I mean, is that real? I can't believe that's a real quote, to be honest with you. That just seems like it just doesn't seem like a real quote. While our heroes will be acting in truly heroic ways, we are actually going to have our villains use guns more often. We at Marvel see it as our responsibility to portray those who own or use guns to be as cowardly and villainous as possible, like cop soldiers and Hicks from the Sticks, That cannot be real. Come on. This has got to be a joke.
Exactly.
It's April 1st. Dennis, look at the date. This is an April 1st joke.
Oh, is it?
Yes. This is a total April Fool's thing. Read these quotes. This isn't real. This is bogus, man.
We call that hashtag fake news.
This is hashtag fake news. It's out of here. Close that garbage down. That was an April Fool's Day joke, man. Oh, God. You had me going there for a second. April Fool's Day, come late. But this, however, is not an April Fool's joke.
It is not.
No. The other one was really April Fool's. It took me a second to key on that April 1st. What's up, Pedro? Pedro Ang is in the house. Hold on. Let me say hi to some people. No, thanks. I don't know why YouTube even has a reminder button. I didn't get one. Oh, that is ridiculous. People aren't getting notifications. Hail, Andy and Dennis. Good morning to you as well. Do you want to be the Punisher? Punish Marvel by using your hard-earned money to back Comicsgate campaigns. Exactly. Like First Man. I mean, seriously, this could be an April Fool's thing right here. In all honesty.
It's just amazing to me that we actually have to devote time to this on a show because it is a real thing.
Exactly. So that's it. He's getting a new symbol. Like I said, I think it's more the whole Jerry Conway thing. I don't like clickbaity type stuff. Oh, look, click. Man, this is the Punisher I love. And yeah. I think, there it is. There's the classic shot right there.
There is a reason why Spidey 129 is such a sought after book. It is because he was a cool, edgy character that was just cutting edge of its time. And they've managed to make him relevant, sometimes in a very off way, because sometimes it's a stretch when you start talking galactic power villains. But they've always managed to keep him relevant and cool with what he's able to do. The weapon packages that he can. I mean, obviously he uses guns. He can use rocket launchers. He knows, basically your entire armory. And they're just neutering him.
Well, you remember when he had what was his sidekick's name there where he was driving in that van?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Val was
I'm trying to remember.
Who would win a fight between the Punisher and Duke Nukem? Duke Nukem. He's got the BFG.
JP, what is good? For all those joining, we even got sucked into an April Fool's article. So you can go back and watch the hilarity of us reading. Micro, that was his name. Thank you, Stat Zero. Micro was the guy's name who drove the van with all the
totally didn't remember weaponry. That's a good memory.
Dr. Matt says John Hebert, who worked on the Punisher and with Mike Zeck, was a liberal, but said everyone has a little Punisher in them. Ooh. So there's the Punisher. This is iconic. That I loved growing up. Anyhow, yeah, I'm not, Jerry Conway, like I said, just to go back to it, he said in June 2020, that it just offended him that the police and army guys, military guys were having the Punisher symbol on him. And it's like, shut up. I don't think this storyline has any bearing on that at all. I wouldn't have written that into this article myself. To me, the article is just about, him basically working with another group and basically, no pun intended, because it's a Japanese, the hand bowing down and changing his symbol and stuff for them, which I just think is stupid. So that is dumb. But now we will move on to ho, 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 it's magic. Favorite Christmas stories. One of mine is this Batman story. It's from Batman number 219 from way, way back, going back in the time machine. In fact, let's see how old this book is. Let's go back to the top. This is the cover from Batman 219. No real Christmas theme on the cover, even though that's a great Neil Adams cover. This book came out in 1970, so the book is quite almost as old as me and Dennis. I can say that 52. Now.
Oh, had to bring that up, didn't you?
I did. Great initial story. The first story has nothing to do with Christmas. It's by Irv Novick and Dick Giordano. I believe it's written by, Frank Robbins, the great Frank Robbins. But the backup story is Christmas. It's drawn by Neil Adams. I love this story. It's The Silent Night of the Batman. It's a great story. Dr. Mass says he loves this story. They reprinted this in the Christmas Treasury edition. I believe you're right. It's been reprinted a few times. I actually don't have the original print, this Batman 219. Dennis, there's still a few days before Christmas if you would like to get it for me. Just saying.
Wow. I always feel like these Christmas gifts only go one way.
What are you talking about? I'd buy you a Christmas gift. You just have to give me a list. See, Dennis, I just gave you a list. I gave you a very short list, but I gave you a list nonetheless. So anyhow, so basically it starts off where Batman's up on the roof. He's looking down on the Christmas shoppers. He sees the bat symbol. He's like, uh-oh. He goes to see Commissioner Gordon on the rooftop. He's like, what's the emergency? And Commissioner Gordon's like, no emergency today, Batman. No emergency today. just thought you'd like to have a little Christmas cheer, come on in. We're decorating the tree. Let's do a little singing. So this is also nice. It's a different side of Batman. And they start caroling. And while they're caroling, we see a few different scenes throughout Gotham. And the first scene's great. You see this kid steal this package from this woman. He goes running off with it, ducks into an alley. And it is Silent Night, so you don't see many word balloons and stuff, just the singing. He goes up to his buddies. They open up the present. It's a Batman action figure. Dun, dun, dun. Right there, they're like, oh, what the? So I love this. They feel bad. They package it back up. Last panel, he gives the rewrapped package back to the woman he stole it from. It's like, I did wrong. So that, nice. Then we cut back. We see Batman caroling again with the cops. One, I can't believe that none of them are like, man, Batman, you got that growly voice when you talk, but boy, you sing like Frank Sinatra. You belt out those tunes, baby.
Funny.
Who knew he was such a crooner? And then we've got this other one where you got this thug with a gun. He's running down the street, bumps into somebody. He looks up. He's like, oh, damn, it's Batman. No, it's just a guy dressed up like Batman with a Santa beard that says, support the Wayne Foundation Christmas Drive for the Blind. And this guy's like, what am I doing? And he has a change of heart. This story just gives you all the feels. And he dumps the gun into the trash. Now, that's not exactly cool. I don't think even back then it's really appropriate to dump your gun into a trash can, unless you're Hunter Biden. If you're Hunter Biden, then it's all fine. Just go dump your gun anywhere. But
well, it's his gun, his drugs. It's all the same. But, you know,
his
think
laptop.
about the 1970s TV shows. Whenever they did that, they would pop it up or they'd walk down the street in New York and take a gun and throw it right in the trash can.
Maybe there could have been at least the panel of him emptying the bullets out or something. Who knows? I guess that's safer than what Alec Baldwin did with his gun. Oh, just saying. Too soon?
Oh, too soon. Especially
and then we
since
go
he's got
to
buying now. Ooh.
We go to who will be first man with the 600? That's right. You can be the 600th backer. Go back first man now. Become number 600. This is a real touching one. She's reading a letter from her husband who's in the military. She's looking at her tree all by herself. She gets some flowers. She goes over to this bridge. The shadow cast from the bridge looks kind of like the bat symbol. All this bat symbolism throughout this story. She throws the flower over, and then she turns, and it's her husband getting out of the back of a military vehicle. Yay! Beautiful. So she gets to see him after all. Silent night. Holy night, all is calm, all is bright. I could sing you to sleep with that voice. And then it ends with Batman. Good heaven, it's 6 o'clock. We've been singing here all night. We haven't been disturbed by one report of robbery, murder, drug peddling, anything. It's like the spirit of Christmas peace took hold on everyone. This is such a great story. Hey, what's up, Smokey the Con Cat? Good morning to you as well. You want an Andy and Ethan duet? We should make it happen. And then he thinks his eyes are playing tricks on him. It's Jim Gordon. He says basically the same thing. We've been waiting here all night. Not a single call has come in for you. It appears the investment you've put into the city is paid off tonight, giving you a night off. And Batman deserves it. And there he goes swinging off into the night. The Silent Night of Batman by Mike Friedrich writer, Neil Adams, the Dick Giordano artist, Julie Schwartz editor. You know, I got to say, I actually do kind of miss the Christmas specials that the companies would put out. The nice Christmas specials. This was a great little story that I want to share with you guys. Let me remove it now.
Speaking of which, though, do you remember, have you seen, that's kind of, since you bring that up, they either did Christmas specials or at Christmas time, they put out a good Christmas story in one of your favorite books. I haven't seen one yet this year. Have I missed it? It's possible, you know, but I do look over the rack when I get in there on Wednesdays outside of my pull. I haven't seen a good one from Marvel or DC this year. Have you?
I actually want to say DC put out one. I'm going to look while we show your book. I want to say DC put out one last week.
Oh, okay. I could have missed it. That's why I was asking.
But I'm not sure. So let's add this to the stream real quick. This is Dennis's $5 super chat from Randy. Favorite Christmas comic story as a kid? Marvel Team Up #1, Spidey and Torch meet Sandman. Was that a Christmas story? I'm going to look it up, Randy, because you super chatted me while we show Dennis's. So hold on here. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Here's Dennis's right there. Dennis, I'll let you take it over and talk about why it's your favorite and scroll through and stuff.
So you guys all know by now, X-Men, still my favorite. I'm still hanging on to them. But this was the highlight. This was special to me because I actually remember walking down, because we would go down to the comic shop every week. I remember buying this particular comic book. I'm like, really? Tabitha. Merry Christmas, X-Men. But even look at that cover. I mean, that's just awesome looking. Guess what? Just came down the chimney. So I still remember picking that up going, ooh, you know, Chris Claremont, John Byrne, the prophetic duo. I mean, this is just great stuff. Storm starts off. I mean, this is even just a great opening panel. Yeah, I remember this as a kid. She's getting blasted. So it kind of takes you to where everybody is. And then it takes you through what happened to Storm when she was fighting these creatures. They're very brutish. Just look at the artwork. I mean, this is just, to me, absolutely classic stuff. So the monster survives, continues to go in there, and look at that demon with them coming up above. And twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, the X-Men are stirring. Oh, yeah.
Now so that splash page, stop right there. No, scroll up a little more. I want to see the bottom part of the page. No. That splat. No, stop it. There you go. I love that walking into the room. The angel looks great. Love that costume. This was John Byrne's last issue. And this was a really fun book. And that cover was actually drawn by Terry Austin. So it wasn't a Byrne Austin cover. Terry actually jumped in and drew the cover for that book.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love the perspective of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Basically, they're all getting ready to go to their parties, to Christmas, to go visit people. And Miracle, she's there. And, of course, Nightcrawler bamps in and with a little piece of mistletoe and gives her a kiss on the cheek. And, of course, there's the old Wolverine. Logan gets angry, pops his claws, and tries to skewer the poor little elf.
I know.
You know, back when comics were just kind of straightforward, they wind up calming him down. She gets Peter all calmed down. Aurora comes back. This is just great. Kitty's alone in the house. Scott's off doing his thing. Remember, this is after the death of Phoenix, and he's still off doing off doing his thing privately. And Kitty decides, I'm home alone. I am going to go into the danger room. So you can see she sits it for a nice little 1 hour workout. It's like going to the gym for us.
That's right.
And she's doing her little stuff, and all of a sudden, whoop, a possible intruder. She goes up and, whoa, what's this? Oh no, her flowers. Oh, what's this on the ground? Oh no, what? There's the creature. Looks so much like a xenomorph from Aliens. It's
I
just
know.
amazing. It's amazing that Aliens took this from the X-Men.
It actually cracks me up because I remember seeing that as a kid, thinking to myself, is that an alien? I couldn't believe that they really pulled it like that. What do we got here? Where's that sad cowgirl Santa hat? What? Sad? You're talking second place in the NFC, buddy. There's nothing sad about this. I don't know who your team is, but that is ballsy. Here's a nice compliment. I don't always catch these streams because my schedule is nuts, but every time I do, they make me smile. Keep up the good work. Better than coffee. Thank you very much. Anyone remember the Bizarre Adventures magazine Christmas issue? I don't remember that one. And yeah, I put it on for you. I'm here for my fans. I'm trying to find that. What was that DC one that came out? I think it was last week, the Harlequin Christmas one. She was on the cover.
Dig it up. But this right here is an awesome, the panel is awesome, where he's blasting through the walls and Kitty's just phasing through it. I just love the artwork that's in here. She phases down through the steps. She's hiding underneath the steps. She's going to call, and boom! Look at that. The claws rip right through her, but she does not die. But she does get injured, which was interesting. And the whole thing is basically like a chase scene. Again, the artwork is just great. You sitting there. She didn't want to study the X-Jet controls at the beginning. She was bored of it. But luckily, everything comes here for a reason. Again, she uses her phasing. She gets to the hangar. And then there's my favorite X-Jet. There's my SR-71 X-Plane. And then she's having to think everything through it. And he gets right up behind her. He's coming to get her. She's out of options. Bam, got you. The jets flare to life. I love it. You can just see how the styling with it, it just looks like he's being turned to ash. Now, the X-Jet goes to hell, winds up breaking, but she basically saves. And just like a good horror movie, right when you think that nothing else can happen, the arm reaches from the fire. And then they get home. Kitty's all cleaned up. Yeah.
'Tis the season to be freezing.
Ending.
I actually found it. 'Tis the season to be freezing is what it's called. That is definitely. Go, Pack, go. Get out of here with that garbage.
I'll do? I'll bring my cheese head over and we'll do it for Wednesday's show, tomorrow's show.
Why? Fine. Here's the Marvel team up number 1. I don't know why it's so small, so let me blow this up a little bit. So Marvel team up number 1. Dennis, is this a super expensive book, by the way? I might want to get this. I didn't realize Ross Andrew drew it. One of my faves.
You should be able to get that relatively. Let me take a peek. It's the first team up. I used to see it for about $50, but I actually haven't seen one on a wall.
This goes back when Sandman had that awful costume on. But it is this is you first look at it, you're like, this isn't Christmas, and then you see him swinging into the city. It's nice and snowy. There he goes up to the torch. There it is, Rockefeller Center with the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree right there. Dennis, did you get your hair cut? Somebody's asking.
Nope. Not yet.
That's right. Somebody get a First Man t-shirt or buy Dennis a beer, and we'll get to that 600 backers.
And I was close. You can see a mid-grade copy of that is about $47. So yeah,
Oh,
about
that's not bad.
$50.
I might have to get that. This is a nice story. You got the fantastic flying car thing. But yeah, this is look at that. Thieves trying to steal presents. That's not cool. So yeah. So it is a nice little, there's a Christmas tree there. Nice little Christmas story here. You know what? This is one of the first times I've ever actually looking at this book. I haven't really looked at Marvel Team Up #1 before. It is nice stuff. So might have to pick it up. Peace on Earth, Goodwill. And look at that.
I love the Marvel Team Up
Beautiful.
books. Always have.
That is a beautiful, beautiful book right there. 'Tis the Season. I'm looking through, seeing if I missed anything by not picking up this anthology. You know, DC still does it, so that's nice. DC got their anthology out there. That's cool. I wish Marvel would, or at least
weird.
do
I
one
didn't even
Christmas.
see it at either of the shops. I didn't see it on the wall at all at either place.
Nope, there is one. I'm looking through it right now. It's called "'Tis the Season." It's one of their. I'm going to guess it's one of their $10 jobs because it's so thick, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Nothing really interesting to me looking through it.
Hyper, you should always want to dig through your long boxes. Always.
Exactly. And the Sandman was the real hero of the story. You know, it's Christmas time, so it's good that he was. This looks interesting. Who did this? Let's see.
Now that makes me want to go back and find out if Power Records, if they did a Christmas one.
Oh, that is a good question. I've got my Treasury edition that, oh, you know what? I did look through this last week, so I remember that Flash story. So I did look through it.
Oh, yeah, the Treasury editions.
I've got my Treasury edition that's the DC Holiday Treasury one. Let me see. Dennis.
Oh, Andy's going to dig for it. Treasury edition. Look at that.
Let's see. Do I have
JP, you're going to have to let us know if it's any good.
What's that?
Like I said, I'm bummed because I didn't even see it at the shop.
Right here.
Oh, Dr. Mass says Power Records did a Superman Christmas. All right.
Oh, time to Google search.
Right here.
Hold on, Des, while you're Googling. Are you Google searching that?
Yep, I'll do that.
And I'll do this. There it is. Giant superhero holiday grab bag. Oh, look at that. Does that not bring you back to childhood fun?
Oh, it does.
There's the Merry Marvel Season's greetings to one and all. This was still reprint stuff, I believe, but it reprinted Christmas stuff. Had a little Nick Fury action going on. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't reprint stuff. I don't remember. Nope. There's some Ditko Spider-Man in here. Jingle bombs right there. Did you find it? All right, let's add that to the show. Hold on. There it is. Oh, snack.
I do not remember seeing that.
I wonder, are there other images of it? Because I'm very curious to know what the inside would look like. Superman book and record. Let's see. Oops. Actually, let me see something up here. Nobody wants to see Star Trek up on my screen. Come on now.
Wow. Feel that Christmas spirit. Bah humbug. That's what Andy Bah Humbug Smith.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm trying to find actual images from inside because some of those records were literally just a story without actual art on the inside. Here's a good one. Let's see if I can get this bigger.
Oh, $6 Million Man. Another one I have to add to my list.
Oh, that is great. Here. Hey now. Hey. Let's not throw hateful words around like that.
You're right. Let's throw up love. You Trekker. That's right.
There you go. Here you go. I want to see stuff like this again. Oops. Did that to the wrong one. Here we go. Let's try this again. Whoa, what the hell? Here it is, right there. Look at that. Ho, ho, ho. Love this back cover of it with Superman with the kids sitting on his back. Classic, baby. Has 3 tracks: Light Up the Tree, Mr. President, Christmas Carol Caper, The Prisoners of Christmas Island. I don't believe there's actual, like, this isn't one that has actual story pages, I don't believe. Oh, look. This is powerrecord.blogspot.com if anybody's curious to look through it. But under, they did, hold on, let me go back. Let's see. Oh, Neil Adams. Let's see. Christmas. There's a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr. Mansfield, that one.
And Neil Adams Power Records Monster One is the best. Story of Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein. I think that's a reprint, isn't it? I'm not sure. And that's right. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscriptions do matter. So let's see. There's a Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby. Oh, yeah. Dennis. $6 Million Man.
I know. It's already on my list now.
Of course, this great one. Oh, here's the other one you were showing. Superman, Light Up the Tree, Mr. President. Oh, Wonder Woman. Nice. Need more of these.
That's awesome, actually. You know, the hard part is even at conventions, we don't see hardly any of these Power Records. They're very rare.
There you go.
It's usually the same ones.
It was reprinted and recolored as Neil Adams Monsters. I knew it. I have that book. So there you go. I do have that one. So this is cool. This Neil Adams one. Oh, speak of the devil. Let me show this on screen. There it is, Tabitha. Frankenstein right here. Here's what you're talking about.
Ooh, it's the full-size one, too.
Yeah. So this just shows the Neil Adams stuff. So look at that. Star Trek right there.
I know. That's actually what I need.
Yeah. I need to get it, too, just because of the whole Neil. Oh, man, it shows the whole story. Holy crap. Damn. Is that Conan? What the hell's Conan doing with Star Trek?
I don't know, but that makes it even better.
It does. Of course, I have this Batman one. Damn, they're just legit showing the whole. Holy crap. Oh, I'm glad I found this website. Yeah, they didn't cover it all. Now with added PDF. Well, where's the PDF? Let's see. Oh, here's the PDF. Look at that.
Look at that. Very nice.
Oh, you can't download it, though. I was seeing if I could download it. There's no
Boy,
download
it feels
button.
like something we could do. Get some of the records, sit by the fireplace on Christmas Eve night, listen to the record, and show your kids, your nieces, your nephews. Story time.
Oh, she says, yep, it was what taught me to draw. Well, that's cool. Don't we all want Wonder Woman for Christmas? Linda Carter. Linda Carter. Stuffed into my stocking with care. Damn, I'm going to have to go through this site when I have more time. This is a great little site right here. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. This Star Trek one is just banging. Oh, yeah. Got it all. Well, there you go, guys. That was our little ode to Christmas show. Is this our channel?
Yep. Nice. So we are, if you check out the Dennis and Andy show, we usually do it on Wednesdays, and we're only about 80 hours away from being monetized. We got great interviews with a bunch of the CG guys and other artists. We got quick flips, full reviews. So go check it out, subscribe, like, catch up on some of our stuff there, because we're that close away from monetization on our other channel.
That's right. And I am Val, thank you very much. 600 backers, thank you for the beer. I'm $1 away. Now I'm $1 away from 600 backers. That is so awesome. Thank you, everyone. I'm $1 away from 39,000. That's $1,001 away from the next stretch goal. Let's do it. Thank you guys so much. What a great way to end this stream.
So what is your next stretch goal, Andy?
What's that, Dennis?
What is the next stretch goal in $1?
The next stretch goal is, hold on, I'll show you.
I know.
Hold on. Just hold your horsies. We are like fire this morning. Yeehaw! Exactly. The next stretch goal, as I zoom down, is, look at some of this art, by the way. Oh, look at this great stuff going on right here.
Look at those 4 people.
Look at them. The next, scroll. Original art tier still available. Become a character in the book. The next stretch goal is the die cut First Man sticker, which will look great on anything. Did you drop the link for your other show? Drop it again. That's right. We are like fire tonight. There's the link for our other channel right there. Right there, baby. Look at this bald Santa. That's me. So that's the next stretch goal. So, guys, thank you so much for getting me to the 600. All you guys that just bought me the beers and stuff, thank you so much. Look at that. I've got 5 beers to drink on stream once I close this baby out. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. I will be... Andy just got the DNA bump. I did.
DNA bump again. By the way, I am going to see Spider-Man again Thursday in 3D this time with my niece and nephew.
Oh, you are? You're going to see it this Thursday, huh?
This Thursday. I just got the call before we went live, and she bought the tickets because I told them I am taking you guys to this best movie I've seen in a while. Stay tuned for a review tomorrow.
I will be giving Dennis that beer that AJ sent me. No problem. I will
Thank
give
you,
him his
AJ.
favorite Coors Light.
No, you said beer.
Oh. Well, yeah. So Dennis is seeing Spider-Man again on Thursday. Then a week from Thursday, next Thursday, Dennis, myself, and my daughter are going to be seeing it again.
So for the third time.
Good lordy, lordy.
So, Andy, are we going to talk about it on our show tomorrow?
That's right. Tomorrow on the show, we will be talking about Spider-Man. Dun, dun, dun. And it will be, just so you people know, just so everybody knows, we'll be talking Spider-Man on the show tomorrow, and it will be spoiler filled. So
you can't not talk about this without tons of spoilers.
I've got a 6-pack now. Thank you so much, Randy. Got that 6-pack. Woo! I do have a 6-pack. Would you like me to show you? I can lift the shirt. Oh.
Some of us have 6-packs. Some of us have quarter barrels. It's all
That's
good.
right. So yes, we will be talking Spider-Man tomorrow. It has broken. It's close to breaking records. It had a fantastic, huge opening. We'll talk about that. It is on track right now, I believe I read, to beat all the movies that came out this year. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals. Spider-Man's on track to beat all of those.
And honestly, I can say without spoiling our show tomorrow, it's well-deserved.
It is super well-deserved. Randy says, I'd rather see Christine's 6-pack. Well, wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? That's a low bar. Well, not when you add them all up. I mean, if you add them all up, it's a pretty big number. But Spider-Man doing it by itself, it's a great movie. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on the show. I appreciate you all once again. Thank you so much for jumping on First Man and getting it to the 600 backers. 601. We're at $39,009. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate all the support. Best Christmas ever. Yeah, I mean, I'm just speechless. I mean, you guys are just fantastic. I showed this yesterday. I'll show it again. I'm still working on it. It's he's primed right there.
Ooh,
all primed up.
Nice.
Yep, he is all primed up. Stippling says, so it's beating all of them combined. Yes, it looks like it's on track to beat all of them combined. Here you go, little First Man action. Did some more sanding on them to smooth out some parts. Coming out good. I'm going to give this to Dennis when I go away for the holidays. When I come back, he's going to have it painted for me. What?
Wow. I feel like feel like Atlas. My arms are getting tired from holding us up.
Amazing what happens when they make an actual good movie. I know, right? It's crazy.
I know. And then Tom Holland came out and said something that we'll talk tomorrow that just makes you shake your head.
That is different. Funny when you make a movie that's not woke. Exactly. There was really nothing woke about it. How's the book coming along? It's coming along good. I'm working on page 38 today. That's what I'm working on. That'll be the page I get done before Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
He wants to know if it'll be out before Wrecked Planet. Ethan's
doubtful. I doubt that. So there you have it. Guys, thank you for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow on the Dennis and Andy Show, 5 p.m. Join us there. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for backing First Man. And we will catch you guys later. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to all. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. go with it. Go ahead and go with it. Make me smile. Go ahead and go with it. Go ahead and go with it. Go ahead and sexy girl. Go ahead and go with it. 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 Get your sexy on. I'm bringing sexy.